Are you eating the right nuts or the ones silently raising your blood pressure? Most seniors believe nuts are healthy, but a few popular kinds may be quietly hurting your heart, digestion, and even your brain. In today's video, Senior Health Boost uncovers the real truth about nuts and reveals which ones to eat for strength, energy, and longevity after 60. As we grow older, the choices we make at the kitchen table start to carry more weight literally and figuratively. It's no longer just about taste or convenience. For seniors in the US, eating well means protecting heart health, keeping inflammation down, staying mentally sharp, and maintaining steady energy throughout the day. And yet, even health-conscious seniors are still making mistakes when it comes to one food group: nuts. Yes, nuts have long been praised as nutrient-dense superfoods, packed with healthy fats, fiber, and antioxidants. But here's something that might surprise you. Not all nuts are created equal, especially when it comes to senior health. In fact, several types of common nuts could be doing more harm than good by subtly raising inflammation, causing digestive trouble, spiking blood sugar, or even interfering with medications. And many older adults have no idea. That said, not all nuts are villains. There are also specific types that seniors should include regularly. These can help protect the heart, support brain health, and reduce signs of aging from the inside out thanks to their unique blend of nutrients, age-fighting compounds, and healthy fats. So if you're over 60 and want to maintain strength, independence, and clarity, this is one video you don't want to skip. No restrictive diets. No fear-based nutrition rules. Just smart, senior-friendly nut choices that nourish your body and support the lifestyle you love. Let's take this one smart bite at a time and help you make better decisions for the long run. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to Senior Health Boost and tap the bell icon so you never miss a practical, science-backed tip just for you. If this video helps you, type 1 in the comments. If there's something we could do better, type O. We read every suggestion and value your input. Now, let's get into it. We're starting with one of the most popular nuts in America, and why it may be the worst choice for older adults. Number 1. Salted roasted cashews. A hidden health trap at first glance. Salted roasted cashews look harmless, even luxurious. With their creamy texture and satisfying crunch, they've become a favorite snack in many senior households across the country. But beneath that golden brown glow lies a serious issue, especially for aging bodies. As we age, our systems don't handle salt and fat the way they used to. What was once an innocent snack in your 40s or 50 seconds could now be taxing your heart, kidneys, and digestion far more than you realize. Let's break it down. Just one small handful of roasted cashews often contains over 200 milligrams of sodium and 12 grams of fat, a concerning combo for seniors, especially those managing high blood pressure or heart conditions. That kind of intake can lead to fluid retention, increased blood pressure, and extra strain on already vulnerable systems. And it doesn't stop at salt. High heat roasting depletes cashews of natural enzymes, making them harder to digest. For seniors with slower metabolism, acid reflux, or sensitive digestion, this can lead to bloating, gas, or even poor nutrient absorption, something most people don't associate with this so-called healthy snack. There's more. Many store-bought roasted cashews are processed with low-quality vegetable oils, loaded with omega-6 fatty acids. While omega-6 isn't inherently bad, excess without enough omega-3s leads to systemic inflammation, the root cause of many age-related issues like arthritis, memory loss, and heart disease. So what looks like a clean, plant-based snack can actually undermine your health if eaten regularly. The danger is in the subtlety. Cashews are often chosen as a better alternative to chips or cookies, but in reality, they may just be a salty, fatty snack in disguise. And because they're marketed as healthy, many seniors let their guard down, reaching for cashews multiple times a day without realizing the cumulative impact. So, what should you do when a craving hits? Stay tuned, because up next on Senior Health Boost, we'll uncover nut #2- another beloved variety that may seem harmless, but could be slowing down your digestion, spiking blood sugar, and interfering with medications you rely on. So now that we've uncovered the truth behind salted roasted cashews, you may be wondering, what nut should seniors turn to for that satisfying crunch without sacrificing health? Well, the answer might surprise you. It's a nut that's often overlooked, yet it packs a powerful punch when it comes to supporting both heart and brain health. Let's take a closer look, because what we reveal next could change the way you snack forever. And by the way, if you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, drop a quick yes in the comments. Your feedback helps Senior Health Boost bring you more tips tailored to your life. Number 2, peanuts. Familiar, affordable, and not as innocent as they seem. Peanuts. You've probably had them on flights, in a candy bar, at a ball game, or just straight from the jar while watching TV. They're in nearly every American pantry. They're affordable, accessible, and for many, comforting. But for seniors, especially those aiming to stay sharp, energized, and inflammation-free, peanuts come with hidden risks most people never consider. First, let's clear something up. Peanuts aren't technically nuts, they're legumes. And although they're often grouped with almonds, walnuts, and cashews, they behave quite differently in the body. Here's the part that's rarely talked about. Peanuts are one of the most contamination-prone foods in the American diet. They're often grown underground in warm, humid climates, perfect conditions for a dangerous mold called aflatoxin. Why is that a problem? Aflatoxin is a potent liver toxin and a known carcinogen. It's especially dangerous for older adults whose detoxification systems are already under strain. As we age, the liver loses efficiency, making it harder to filter out environmental toxins. So even trace amounts of aflatoxin over time could quietly chip away at liver health. But mold isn't the only concern. Peanuts are also one of the most common food allergens in the US. Even among people who don't experience full allergic reactions, many still suffer from low-grade inflammation, digestive upset, or immune overactivity after eating peanuts. And for seniors where chronic inflammation often fuels joint pain, heart disease, and mental fog, this matters. Let's talk about peanut butter. A lot of older adults reach for it as a heart-healthy snack. But here's what's hiding in most commercial jars: hydrogenated oils, added sugars, and excess salt. These ingredients transform what could have been a nutritious food into a metabolic landmine, especially dangerous for those with high blood pressure, elevated cholesterol, or insulin resistance. Unless it's made from 100% unsweetened peanuts, and even then, portion control is critical. Peanut butter can derail your best efforts toward better health. Peanuts are calorie-dense and easy to overeat. Just a few handfuls can add hundreds of calories to your day, disrupting your efforts to maintain a healthy weight, stabilize blood sugar, or manage cholesterol naturally. Now, does this mean every senior needs to cut peanuts out completely? Not necessarily. Some people tolerate them well. But if you've been dealing with digestive issues, lingering fatigue, unexplained joint discomfort, or brain fog, it may be worth looking at whether peanuts are helping or hurting. Because sometimes the issue isn't just the additives. Sometimes the food itself is the problem. And that brings us to the next nut, a surprising one. This next variety is often praised for its nutritional value, yet can become harmful in excess. It's a prime example of how even the right foods can turn wrong if we're not paying attention. Number 3, Brazil nuts. When more isn't better at first glance, Brazil nuts look like the ultimate health food. They're big, buttery, and loaded with selenium, an essential mineral that plays a key role in thyroid function, immune strength, and cellular repair. Just 1 or 2 of these nuts a day can provide over 100% of your recommended daily selenium intake. Sounds like a good deal, right? But here's where things get tricky, especially for seniors. As we age, our body's ability to regulate mineral levels declines. What starts as a helpful habit like adding Brazil nuts to your routine can gradually lead to selenium buildup, especially if you're eating more than a couple at a time. And the effects of selenium overload are subtle at first. They can look and feel like normal aging, fatigue, brittle nails, or thinning hair, weak muscles, brain fog, or regular heartbeat. But for older adults dealing with existing thyroid disorders, heart issues, or reduced kidney and liver function, these symptoms can escalate and become serious. And because they develop slowly, it's hard to know whether it's your health condition or the snack you're eating every day. What makes Brazil nuts even riskier? Their rich texture and size make them easy to overindulge. Unlike almonds or pistachios, just 4 or 5 Brazil nuts can take you into toxic territory. And since they're tasty and satisfying, it's not hard to go overboard, especially if you snack while distracted. Add to that the high-fat content, which can slow digestion, especially in seniors with sensitive stomachs or sluggish metabolism. Many people report bloating, heaviness, or GI discomfort after eating too many Brazil nuts, even if they're raw and unsalted. And here's something most seniors aren't told. Long-term selenium overconsumption has been linked to a higher risk of type 2 diabetes. With nearly 1 in 4 American seniors already living with diabetes or pre-diabetes, this is a red flag that can't be ignored. Brazil nuts serve as a powerful reminder that not all superfoods are safe in unlimited quantities, especially as our bodies change with age. So, what's the takeaway here? Yes, Brazil nuts can be beneficial, but moderation isn't just helpful, it's critical. Stick to 1 or 2 per day, and avoid eating them in bulk. And if you're already getting selenium from supplements or multivitamins, consider adjusting your intake to avoid stacking too much of this mineral at once. The goal isn't to fear food, it's to understand how it works in the body you have now, not the one you had 20 years ago. Each nut we've discussed so far, cashews, peanuts, and Brazil nuts, offers a unique lesson in the balance between nourishment and risk. What we choose as snacks may seem small, but they shape our long-term health in big ways. Coming up next on Senior Health Boost, we're shifting gears again. The next nut on our list is often dismissed as too fatty or indulgent, but research shows it may actually be one of the best for heart health, especially for older adults looking to improve circulation and cognitive performance. Don't go anywhere, because what comes next might just become your new go-to snack. We've seen how even nutritious nuts like Brazil nuts can become risky if overconsumed. But sometimes the real danger doesn't lie in the nut itself, but in what's added to it. Let's take a look at the next sneaky culprit. It's sweet, shiny, and feels innocent, but for seniors, it can quietly wreak havoc on blood sugar, digestion, and long-term health. Number 4, candied or chocolate-coated nuts. A sweet illusion. Walk through any farmer's market or grocery store, and you'll likely see them displayed like shiny little gems: chocolate-covered almonds, honey-glazed pecans, or candied walnuts. They offer a tempting mix of sweetness and crunch, often marketed as a healthier treat. After all, there's a nut inside. How bad can it be? But here's the truth. For older adults trying to manage blood sugar, weight, and inflammation, these seemingly harmless snacks can be a dangerous trap. It's easy to understand the appeal. Seniors often try to avoid cakes, cookies, and processed desserts, so a handful of glazed nuts might seem like a smart compromise. But bite by bite, these coated treats can silently undo many of the health goals you've worked hard to achieve. Let's start with the sugar. Whether it's brown sugar, honey, maple syrup, or artificial sweeteners, coated nuts are loaded with added sugars. For seniors, that means dangerous blood sugar spikes, followed by energy crashes and more cravings. And if you're managing diabetes or prediabetes, which now affects nearly 1 in 2 Americans over age 65, these sugar bombs can quickly push you in the wrong direction. Even a small serving may contain more sugar than a slice of cake. But the problems don't end there. Many of these sweetened nuts are also roasted in unhealthy oils, like soybean or canola oil, and are often preserved with chemical additives to enhance flavor and shelf life. These additives can lead to bloating, stomach discomfort, or even interfere with medication absorption, especially for those with slower digestion or heightened medication sensitivity. And here's another danger: the psychological illusion. Because there's a nut at the center, these snacks feel like a smarter choice. But in reality, they're sugary desserts in disguise. That nut core doesn't cancel out the coating. Seniors can end up eating far more than intended, thinking they're making a healthy choice when in fact, they're consuming empty calories that contribute to weight gain, joint inflammation, and mental fog. Think of it this way: you wouldn't eat a chocolate bar every day and expect to stay healthy. But swap in a nut and suddenly, it feels justified. That's the trap. And because coated nuts taste so good, they're easy to overindulge, especially during idle moments while watching TV, reading, or socializing. But unlike whole raw nuts, these snacks offer little nutritional value. The added sugars and oils strip away many of the benefits that raw nuts offer and replace them with inflammatory triggers. So, what's the bottom line? Yes, occasional indulgence is fine. A few during the holidays? No problem. But these shouldn't become a daily habit or a default dessert. For seniors focused on staying mobile, clear-headed, and pain-free, the trade-off just isn't worth it. Fortunately, not all nuts are created equal. In fact, some do the exact opposite. They actively lower inflammation, improve brain function, and protect your heart. Let's shift gears now to a group of nuts that do more than satisfy your hunger. They help you age better from the inside out. Number 1, walnuts, a superfood for the aging brain and heart. There's something timeless about walnuts. Maybe it's their unique shell that resembles a brain, or their subtle earthy flavor that reminds us of childhood baking. But walnuts are more than nostalgic. For seniors, they're a nutritional powerhouse, crafted by nature to support longevity. What makes them so special? Walnuts are one of the only nuts rich in omega-3 fatty acids, particularly alpha-linolenic acid ALA. Omega-3s are essential for reducing inflammation, supporting cardiovascular health, and protecting brain function, 3 areas of deep concern as we age. According to clinical studies, regular walnut consumption is associated with better memory, slower cognitive decline, and a reduced risk of neurodegenerative diseases, including Alzheimer's. It's no coincidence that their shape resembles the very organ they help protect. But the benefits don't stop with the brain. Walnuts also support heart health by lowering bad LDL cholesterol, improving arterial flexibility, and reducing overall cardiovascular strain. For older adults at risk of heart disease or stroke, incorporating walnuts into your weekly diet could make a real difference. And for those dealing with arthritis or chronic joint pain, the anti-inflammatory effects of walnuts can help ease discomfort and improve day-to-day mobility. Compared to harder nuts like almonds, walnuts are also easier to chew and digest, making them a great option for seniors with dental concerns or sensitive digestion. You can enjoy them raw, crushed into oatmeal, added to a salad, or blended into a smoothie. Just avoid sugar-coated or overly salted versions to maintain their full health value. Their flavor is rich but not overwhelming, making them a versatile addition to both savory and sweet dishes. And because walnuts are so nutrient-dense, you don't need a large amount. A small handful a few times a week is enough to begin seeing benefits over time. From chocolate-coated traps to omega-3 rich protectors, we've now covered the worst and best of the nut world. But we're not done yet. Next up on Senior Health Boost, we'll look at another powerful nut that's been linked to improved blood pressure, better bone health, and even enhanced sleep quality, especially in older adults. Walnuts may not make a lot of noise, but they work hard behind the scenes, protecting your brain, heart, and joints with every bite. Their soft texture is also kind on aging gums and teeth, making them an ideal everyday snack for seniors. But now, it's time to shift our focus to another nut, one that supports skin health, digestion, and even cognitive performance in a completely different way. Number 2, almonds. The everyday nut with extraordinary benefits. Almonds are often treated like the basic nut. You see them in trail mix, inside cookie dough, or tucked away in kitchen jars across America. Familiar? Yes, but boring? Not even close. For seniors, almonds are among nature's most complete gifts, rich in nutrients that quietly support your bones, skin, brain, and heart, day after day. Let's start with their vitamin E content. This powerful antioxidant doesn't just help you look younger by protecting skin from wrinkles and sun damage, it also plays a key role in protecting cells in the brain. Oxidative stress, which increases as we age, contributes to memory decline, joint degradation, and chronic fatigue. Vitamin E helps shield your body from that slow cellular breakdown. A small daily serving of almonds can boost mental focus, strengthen nails and skin, and even contribute to a more vibrant, glowing appearance both inside and out. But it's not just about beauty. Almonds are packed with magnesium and calcium, 2 essential minerals for maintaining bone density and muscle function. This is especially important after age 65, when bone loss accelerates and fall risk increases. Almonds also help regulate blood sugar, thanks to their high fiber and healthy fat content. That makes them a smart choice for seniors living with diabetes or pre-diabetes, offering slow, steady energy without blood sugar spikes. And here's the best part. Almonds are incredibly easy to eat. Unlike tough or heavily roasted nuts, they're gentle on the digestive system and easy to chew, especially when soaked overnight, which softens their texture and enhances nutrient absorption. Just a small handful a day can help reduce cravings, control appetite, and support a sense of fullness without turning to processed or sugary snacks. Almonds remind us that healthy aging doesn't require radical changes. It's about consistent, mindful choices, the kind you can stick with every day. So next time you open your pantry, don't overlook the almond. It's more than a simple nut, it's a daily act of self-care. Number 3, flax seeds. The small seed with powerful healing. Now let's talk about a nutritional powerhouse that's even smaller than a nut but just as essential for senior wellness. Flax seeds. These tiny brown or golden seeds don't grab much attention. They aren't flashy. You won't find them in candy bars or fancy trail mix blends. But don't let their modest appearance fool you. Flax seeds are one of the most important foods for aging bodies. Why? Because flax seeds offer 3 big benefits that every senior needs. 1. Heart health. 2. Digestive health. 3. Hormonal balance: flax seeds are among the best plant-based sources of omega-3 fatty acids, specifically alpha-linolenic acid. This essential fat helps reduce inflammation, support the heart, and protect the arteries from damage over time. For seniors dealing with high cholesterol, stiff joints, or a heart that's endured decades of stress, this is a game changer. Multiple studies show that consuming flax seeds daily can lower blood pressure, increase arterial flexibility, and reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease, a leading cause of death among seniors in the US. But that's just the beginning. Flax seeds are loaded with soluble and insoluble fiber, which promote digestive regularity and help reduce constipation, a common issue among older adults. Just 1 tablespoon per day can improve gut function and reduce the need for laxatives or artificial digestive aids. They also offer a lesser-known benefit: lignans. Lignans are plant compounds that help support hormonal balance, especially for postmenopausal women. They've been shown to support healthy cell function and may even help reduce the risk of certain cancers. This gentle but consistent effect on hormonal health contributes to better energy, mood, and resilience over time. So how do you eat them? The key is preparation. Whole flax seeds often pass through the digestive system intact, so they need to be ground fresh to unlock their benefits. You can stir ground flax into oatmeal, blend it into a smoothie, or sprinkle it over soups, salads, or yogurt. And when you make it a part of your morning routine, it becomes more than a meal, it becomes a habit of healing and nourishment. Number 4. Pistachios, the joyful nut with serious benefits. If flax seeds are the quiet healer, pistachios are the joyful energizer. These vibrant green nuts have a naturally buttery, slightly sweet flavor that feels indulgent, but they're also packed with some of the most senior-friendly nutrients out there. Let's start with protein and fiber. Pistachios offer more plant-based protein than most other nuts and the highest fiber content per ounce. That combination keeps you full, supports muscle health, and helps regulate digestion, all essential for maintaining energy and stability in your 60s, 70s, and beyond. Pistachios are also rich in vitamin B6, a key nutrient for brain health, immune function, and mood regulation. Low B6 levels are linked to fatigue, cognitive decline, and increased inflammation, issues many seniors face but often overlook. Another standout feature? Pistachios are a natural source of melatonin, yes, the same compound your brain produces to regulate sleep. A handful of pistachios in the evening may help improve sleep quality, especially for those dealing with insomnia or fragmented sleep patterns common with age. And let's not forget the antioxidants. Pistachios contain lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 compounds that protect eye health, particularly the retina. These nutrients may help lower the risk of macular degeneration, which is one of the leading causes of vision loss in seniors. Pistachios are also easy to enjoy. Whether eaten plain, added to yogurt, mixed into a salad, or blended into a nut butter, they're a flavorful and versatile addition to any meal plan. Their natural shell also helps with mindful eating because it slows you down. You're less likely to overeat when you have to shell each nut, giving your body time to recognize fullness. So while they may look like just another snack, pistachios are really a multi-purpose tool for aging while supporting energy, vision, mood, and restful sleep. We've now covered 4 powerful nuts and seeds: almonds, flax seeds, pistachios, and the always reliable walnut. Together, they offer a natural toolkit for anyone looking to age with strength, clarity, and resilience. But we're not done yet. Up next on Senior Health Boost, we'll introduce one final nut that does something remarkable. It helps clean the arteries, reduce joint inflammation, and increase circulation, all in one small, easy-to-eat package. With their vibrant green color and satisfying crack as the shell opens, pistachios are one of nature's most delightful gifts, small but mighty. And for seniors, these cheerful little nuts offer a powerful combination of fuel, function, and flavor. They're not just tasty, they're tailored for aging bodies. Pistachios are loaded with plant-based protein, fiber, and antioxidants, nutrients that help maintain lean muscle, regulate digestion, and promote healing from the inside out. For seniors who may be experiencing slower metabolism, reduced appetite, or mild muscle loss, pistachios provide steady, sustainable energy throughout the day. Just a single ounce contains about 6 grams of protein and 3 grams of fiber, a balanced blend that helps curb hunger, support blood sugar, and fuel mobility. But there's more. Pistachios are one of the few nuts that are naturally high in potassium and vitamin B6, two critical nutrients that become harder to maintain with age. Potassium helps regulate blood pressure and heart rhythm, while vitamin B6 supports brain clarity, mood, balance, and immune function. Together, they contribute to both mental and physical balance, which is essential for aging gracefully. And that's not all. Pistachios also contain lutein and zeaxanthin, two antioxidants specifically linked to eye health. These nutrients help protect against macular degeneration and cataracts, both of which can impair vision and independence later in life. So, yes, while pistachios may look like a fun snack, they're also a daily ally in the fight against age-related decline. They're also gentle on the digestive system. When eaten raw or lightly dry roasted without salt, pistachios are easy on the stomach and naturally low in sugar, making them ideal for seniors with sensitive digestion or blood sugar concerns. And here's something clever. Because each pistachio comes in a shell, they naturally encourage mindful eating. Taking the time to crack open each nut slows down consumption, helping you feel full and satisfied without overeating. In a world of fast, processed food, that's no small benefit. More than just nourishment, pistachios are a reminder that food can be joyful, a small ritual that uplifts the spirit while feeding the body. Now that you know the top nuts for aging well, what's next? It's time to go from knowledge to action. Because discovering these powerful foods is just the beginning. The real transformation comes when you find simple, joyful ways to add them to your everyday life. Start with what feels easy. Maybe it's a spoonful of ground flaxseed in your morning oatmeal, a few soaked almonds with your tea before a walk, a handful of walnuts with your lunch, or a small bowl of pistachios after dinner to wind down. These aren't just snacks, they're daily rituals of self-respect. Ways to say, I still matter. My health still matters. I am still choosing to live with strength and clarity. And as we get older, our needs become more specialized physically, emotionally, spiritually. Our food isn't just fuel anymore. It affects our comfort, our energy, our ability to think clearly, to move freely, to sleep soundly, and even to connect meaningfully with others. That's why the smallest choices, like the nut you reach for, can have the biggest impact. We've seen how some nuts like salted roasted cashews, sugar-coated almonds, or Brazil nuts in excess can quietly undermine your health goals. They may seem harmless, even healthy, but over time, they chip away at the systems you're working so hard to protect. Fortunately, the right nuts can do the opposite. They build you up, protect your bones and brain, reduce inflammation, improve circulation, and even restore hormonal balance, all while being delicious and easy to enjoy. Let's recap. Flax seeds gently heal your heart, balance hormones, and ease digestion. Almonds strengthen your bones, support brain health, and brighten your skin. Walnuts nourish the brain, soothe inflammation, and lower cholesterol. Pistachios energize the body, sharpen your vision, and help regulate mood and sleep. But maybe the most beautiful part of all is this: these foods don't just extend your life, they enhance it. It's not about being perfect. It's about being intentional. It's about making small, thoughtful choices that accumulate over time. Choices that say, I'm still here, and I'm still worth taking care of. Whether you're just now learning how to eat better or you've been on this path for decades, it's never too late to give your body what it needs. So take that next step, one bite at a time. Because aging well isn't a matter of luck, it's a matter of habits, of curiosity, kindness, and the courage to choose better today than yesterday. And sometimes that begins with something as small and simple as the next nut you reach for. Here at Senior Health Boost, our mission is to empower you to live freely, vibrantly, and on your own terms through the power of everyday health. Now, we'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you learned today that you plan to apply to your life? Drop it in the comments. We read everyone. Let's keep encouraging each other. If you enjoyed this video, please tap like, it really helps more people discover these health tips. And don't forget to subscribe to Senior Health Boost for more videos that support your journey with science-backed tips and inspiration made just for you. Share this video with a friend or loved one who could use a little extra strength, clarity, or comfort in their day. You never know, this could be the gentle nudge they need to start making healthier choices too. Thank you for watching and for being part of this growing, supportive community. Until next time, take care of yourself. You deserve to age not just longer but stronger. Senior Health Boost.